Kazakhstan's BAZARBAEV in the red, and Kyrgyzstan SMANBEKOV in the blue. Reverse national colours, so try not to get drawn into that pitfall. But here we go with it. It's going to be fast, we expect. The tempo is going to be high. Very good evening to my co-commentator today and all this week, George Rahm, European and Commonwealth medalist for Great Britain and England a few years ago. George, great to have your company here. Encouragement for the fight for BAZARBAEV. Had to come through the repechage to get to this point. BAZARBAEV beat Rezai of Iran. Good win over Rezai. But SMANBEKOV, the man who's done it all before here at ranking series events. Gold medals to his name as well. Asian bronze medalist from a couple of years ago. So he knows what this level's all about.
SMANBEKOV just being the more busy wrestler, as you can see now. The Kazakh wrestler just being put on the clock. You know, I always say if the back's in the center of the mat and you're dominating your opponent outwards towards the edge, you are the attacking wrestler. Putting one or two half attempts in as well. Did SMANBEKOV as well. Just not too much where you think, oh, he's going to score a point, but just enough to keep himself busy in the referee's eyes, and therefore putting his opponent on the shot clock, and he will get a point with it, as well as his opponent didn't score in that 30-second time frame.
SMANBEKOV's low shot, pulls out of it and gets himself caught in the headlock momentarily. Now gets on the single leg attack, pulled away, and good scrambling from BAZARBAEV. Tempo picking up towards the end of the first round. 2-point score incoming for SMANBEKOV. Grabbed both legs, drove through, committed to it.
Well, he really did, didn't he, SMANBEKOV? Really used his hands well. Got BAZARBAEV just snapped him down, got that reaction as he started to stand up and literally blast through him off the edge of the mat. There was no stopping him there.
First pause for breath in this one. SMANBEKOV with a 3-0 lead over MEREY BAZARBAEV. This is the weight category which will see us focus on Ali Momeni of Iran and Ayal Beloyubsky of Tajikistan. They're going for gold in the next match on. You can tell the season's picking up by the entry lists at ranking series events. We've had 18 Paris medalists originally signing up here in Tirana. That's gone down to 10 through to pull-outs, as is so often the way. But that's still up from the 7 we saw in Zagreb. Ranking points so important here in the bid to have the best possible seeding come the World Championships later in the year. So these two scrapping it out, not just for what's at stake tonight, but positioning for the season to come. SMANBEKOV as the more senior of these two, 5 more years on the clock, competing for SMANBEKOV, the best position on the scoreboard as well. Kyrgyzstan against Kazakhstan is it's a regional rivalry as well, separated by a mountain range only, these two, on the northern border of Kyrgyzstan. to lose to each other.
So far so good from SMANBEKOV. He's just taking his time. He looks difficult to get out of position. BAZARBAEV, you can see he's just struggling to get a worthy shot in and get close to those legs and try and get those hands locked to put some points on the board.
Still within reach of a single attack, so BAZARBAEV not positioned too badly, doesn't need to overstretch himself as we enter the last minute. Just needs to find the right opening and land the right shot. Negotiating for that with SMANBEKOV. SMANBEKOV keeping those legs off limits. BAZARBAEV's attacks telegraphed so far. You'd be in his corner, George, wanting him to be a little bit more cunning with where the attacks are coming from.
Yeah, I mean, with 20 seconds left as well, you've got to try and pull something out of the bag, and he's got to try and, instead of just going directly at his man, maybe try and cut an angle, go left or go right. But SMANBEKOV being so disciplined and just taking his time, using his hands and using his head positioning to really keep his opponent at bay.
It's going to be shown the two, but time was up. Nonetheless, SMANBEKOV is going to hold on. Last-ditch attempt from BAZARBAEV, meaning it's a 3-2 victory for ALMAZ SMANBEKOV.